Hey everybody, Matt here with Halloween Daily News, and today we are talking about Rob Zombie's upcoming feature film reboot of The Munsters. That's right, Herman, Lily, Grandpa, they're all back, about to be resurrected in a big way from the director of House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects, Halloween '07, Halloween 209, The Lords of Salem, 31, and most recently, 3 from Hell. And personally, I can't think of a better person to helm this project because Rob Zombie is a massive fan of the Munsters. This is a show that he grew up watching as a child, and it very much informed his love of the genre and the career that he would go on to create, first in the metal band White Zombie, and then later in his own solo music career, where he released the song Dragula, and of course in his own directorial filmography. So he's written songs about it. He owns the original coach from the series. He's participated in Blu-ray commentaries on the Munsters, and he's very good friends with Butch Patrick, of course, the original Eddie Munster. They are tight, and Butch hasn't been announced as part of this film yet, but I'm taking it pretty much as a given that he is absolutely going to be in this. Like I said, he and Rob are very good friends. They both participated in a commentary track on the recent Blu-ray release of the film Munsters Go Home. So I have no doubt that he's going to be a legacy performer returning for this upcoming film. Whether or not he's going to play Eddie again, that remains to be seen. And while Butch Patrick has not been officially announced yet, Rob did announce on May 3rd that another legacy performer from the original series, Pat Priest, is officially a part of the new Munsters movie. Pat Priest is the second actress to portray Marilyn Munster in the original 60s TV series. Here's what else we know so far about Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Officially announced on June 7th, 2021, this film has been in production for what seems like forever, and Rob has been very generous with sharing updates, first with the construction of a brand new, very accurate 1313 Mockingbird Lane and the entire neighborhood as the production's set up in Budapest, Hungary. And to celebrate Halloween on October 18th, 2021, Zombie shared this first official photo of the completed 1313 Mockingbird Lane and our very first look at the leads of the film. And as you can see, that is Jeff Daniel Phillips there as Herman Munster. In the center, that is our new Lily Munster, played of course by Sheri Moon Zombie. And our friend Daniel Roebuck takes on the role Grandpa Munster, in the script named only the Count. And I have to say, I absolutely love the casting of Daniel Roebuck as the Count, Grandpa Munster. I had the pleasure of interviewing Daniel a few years ago, and I'll put the link to that in the description of this video here. I'll also put a link right up here so you can click that after we're done here and check out that interview. Daniel is a lifelong genre fan. He loves horror just as much as we all do, and I have no doubt he is going to be perfect in this role. He's an amazing actor too, so that helps as well. So check out that interview when you get a chance. Jeff Daniel Phillips has appeared in Rob Zombie's Halloween 2, as well as The Lords of Salem and the underrated 31. And Daniel Roebuck, of course, has been in pretty much every single Rob Zombie project. And I remember when this was first announced last year, I was actually surprised how many people really dove into an assumption that this would be some kind of Devil's Rejects style rated R Herman Munster movie. And I never really thought that. In fact, my immediate thoughts were that this is going to be a very loyal recreation of what Rob Zombie remembers growing up with in that original series, maybe even shown in black and white, probably with a lot of the same type of humor and aesthetic. And I always expected him to approach this with just great reverence for the source material. And so I was pretty happy when Rob confirmed in March of this year that the Munsters will in fact be rated PG for what is described as macabre and suggestive material, scary images, and language. So it sounds like it's going to be good old-fashioned family entertainment, just like the original series was. As filming has progressed over the weeks, we've gotten numerous images from the set, including this recent shot of Grandpa, Lily, and Herman in color, which is one of the first shots we've seen in full color. Most of these have been shared in black and white so far. Here's a shot of Sylvester McCoy playing Igor. In this version, Igor is described by Zombie as a loyal servant of the family. And here's a shot of Jorge Garcia, who I loved watching for many years on the show Lost. He is playing a new original character in the film named Floop. Other recent cast announcements include Catherine Schell as Zoya Krupp. Thomas Boykin plays Lily's werewolf brother Lester. Jeremy Wheeler plays Mr. Gateman, who is Herman's boss at Gateman, Goodbury, and Graves Funeral Parlor. Another zombie regular, Richard Brake, also of Halloween 2, 31, and 3 from Hell, joins the cast as Dr. Henry Augustus Wolfgang. Zombie says that Augustus is Transylvania's most popular mad scientist. And Cassandra Peterson, often better known as Elvira, the Mistress of the Dark herself, is also part of the cast. She is playing a new character named Barbara Carr, described by Zombie as the #1 real estate agent in all of Mockingbird Heights. And horror icon Dee Wallace is the voice of Good Morning Transylvania, what Rob Zombie says is Transylvania's second favorite morning show. In addition to the Rob Zombie films, Halloween 07, Lords of Salem, and 3 from Hell, Dee Wallace is a genre favorite who has appeared in everything from E.T. to Cujo to The Howling and many more over the years. And most recently came this video confirmation from the set just a few weeks ago that fan favorite from the original series, Uncle Gilbert, is also going to appear in this version of the Munsters. Uncle Gilbert is, of course, the Munsters version of Creature from the Black Lagoon. And Rob also shared this second video of Uncle Gilbert when he wrapped his time on the set. And another legacy character introduced in season 2 of the original series, Zombo, was confirmed just a few days ago to also be back featured in this new film. Though it has not been announced who is actually portraying Zombo, or Gilbert for that matter, from the looks of this, I wouldn't be surprised if that's actually Jeff Daniel Phillips again in the role here. He did play 2 different characters in Rob Zombie's 09 sequel, Halloween 2. So it wouldn't be the first time he's played multiple characters in a Rob Zombie film. And I really appreciate the amazing attention to detail that Rob is paying homage to, even with this image of our 3 leads released on Friday the 13th of May. There in Grandpa's hand, you can see he is reading a Playghoul magazine that is right out of a scene from the original series. You can see here with the original Grandpa Munster, Al Lewis. And again, on that attention to detail and why I think Rob is actually the perfect person to be directing this, this is a photo he shared on May 22nd that he took when he was 14 years old back in 1979 of the Munsters house while on the Universal Tram Tour. And this is 43 years and 6,000 miles later, where Rob has built his own faithfully recreated, albeit a little more aged, Munsters house in Budapest, Hungary. And just last night, on Friday, June 3rd, we got this most recent image from the set with the caption, "After a long week, it's Friday, greetings from Budapest." On May 25th, we got this behind-the-scenes video release of Herman and Lily getting some makeup touch-ups in a graveyard on set. All right, as always, I would love to hear your thoughts about all of this in the comments below. Let me know if you are looking forward to this film. What are you hoping to see in it? And be sure to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, so you don't miss any of our ongoing coverage of Rob Zombie's The Munsters, as well as Tim Burton's upcoming Addams Family Netflix series Wednesday. We're expecting to get a first look at that this Monday, so we'll be back here with that. I hope you'll join me. And it's interesting that both of these projects are coming out around the same time. Do you realize that The Munsters premiered on network TV just 6 days after The Addams Family premiered in the fall of 1964? Of course, the Addams Family show was predated significantly by the original newspaper comic strips created by Charles Addams. Anyway, I'm super excited to have both of these iconic first families of horror back in the mix from some of my favorite directors. So I'd love to hear what you think about all this, and look for that first look at Wednesday coming soon here on the HDN channel. Until then, I'm Matt Arts for Halloween Daily News. Thank you for watching.